Sarah Vieira will fly the serve short. Popped up high, back row by Janaea Daly. Set near side. Abby Kurtzer, big swing, far line and in for a kill. The Fleming Lady Wildcats get the opening point and hand the serve to Janaea Daly. The junior serve fly down the middle, dug out by Vieira, right back into the radar zone of Taylor King to be dumped down. 2-0 Fleming. The Fleming Lady Wildcats will give the serve to Janaea Daly. Popped up on the front row by Lindy Johnston. Set up down the middle. Johnson swing off the block of the net. Kept in play. Kendra Koenig set back for Johnston. Far side. She tips it in for a kill. She'll hand the serve to Kendra Koenig. Her sister Kayla. Assistant coach. Line down the middle. Popped up high. Back row by Chintala. Set for Sage Herbert. Angled near side. And Sage Herbert finds the back corner to be played down. And the Fleming Lady Wildcats with a 3-1 lead send Abby Kurtzer back to serve. Kurtzer steps up and lines it down the near side. Fielded by Koenig. Back row. Set up Tilgman for Lindy Johnson. Cross shot. Dug out one arm back row by Bornoff. Set up by Janaea Daly for a back row swing from Abby Kurtzer. And 3-2. The serve goes back over to the Pawnee Coyotes. Brooke Tilgman will get the serve. And she'll line it short. Popped up by Janaea Daly. Back row at the net. Tipped by Bornoff into the block of Afton Zedek at the net. And we're tied at 3. Pawnee won the first set of both season matchups against the Fleming Lady Wildcats. As Tilgman will float the ball short. Popped up back row by Chintala. Bornoff near side. King, big swing, too big and out. Fleming's been a little too overamped. They were right on. They had that right level of amplitude.
Amplitude, I like that.
There we go. I used a multi-syllable word.
We are broadcasters.
Short serve, far side, fielded by Janaea Daly. Set it up for King over the top of the block. Diving dig out by Vieira. Back row, tip back over by Lindy Johnson. Bornoff set, far side. McCall, Edel, big swing, near side. Dug out by Koenig. Chased down by Kirby Anderson. And a free ball be tipped over by Vieira. Checked up at the 10-foot line by Herbert. Bornoff near post for King. Big cross shot, down and in for a kill. Her second of the contest. Her 900,000th of the tournament. She had a lot on Thursday.
Then she's well over $1 million for the year, I'm thinking.
France with the serve down the middle. Fielded by Vieira. Backside. Set it up for Anderson. She'll punch it down the line. Dug up back row by Chintala. France set near side. King. Big swing. Near line. Dug up by Koenig. Johnson will set for Zedek. Over the top of the block. Diving dig out by Herbert. King running bump set. And a free ball come from the back row in. Chintala. Checked up by Vieira on the backside. Tilgman will set down the middle. Lindy Johnson. Big swing down and in for a kill. She might be the shortest middle in the state of Colorado.
But one of the best athletes.
She is fabulous. She played power forward for their state championship basketball team last year. You can see on the video that typically does not describe somebody who crawls the net court and gets an ace. 6-4 in favor of the Coyotes here in set 1. Lindy will line the ball far side. Popped up by King. Back row. Herbert to King on the far post. Bangs it off the block and gets it to drop. We saw Kalichi pull the block away when Taylor King got hot in the first one. We'll see if Pawnee does the same. Third kill for Taylor King. She gets the serve. King flies it down the middle. It splits Zedek and Johnson on the back row.
Not a bad start. 3 kills and an ace in the first 6 points.
Not bad at all. Taylor King will take the serve at 6-0. Down the near side, popped up by Zedek. Back row, Lindy Johnson will set it up for a back row swing for Zedek. Arc deep, checked up by King on the backside. Running bump set by France and a King back row swing. Top deep. Dug up by Johnston. Back row, Tilgman underneath it. Far side, Zedek over the top of the block. Popped up by Janaea Daly. France trying to keep it out of the net. 2-hit violation in the process. So Fleming can't take the lead, and Pawnee hands a serve to Afton Zedek. Afton lines it far side, popped up by King, back row, set for Keisel down the middle. Timmy swing near side, dug out by Zedek. Set up Tilgman near post for Kirby Anderson. Her cross shot split France and Edel. And Pawnee goes up by 2 once again, 8-6. First kill of the contest for
Kirby.
Thank you. Zedek, short serve, near side, diving dig back over by Janaea Daly. Quick check up, running bump set by Sanders, and the miss-hit attack by Koenig, and she gets the kill.
Just how she drew it up right there.
Absolutely. The Detroit Tigers need a few of those in the World
Series.
Series.
Oh, Lord.
Kung Fu Pandas own them. Line near side by Zedek. Popped up back row, Janaea Daly. Keisel off the block of the net, down and in for a kill. We get our first Timmy of the contest.
Timmy.
Chintala steps back to serve, down 9-7 here in the first. The sophomore libero flies it down the middle, fielded by Zedek. Back row, Johnson bumped up, and a free ball played over by Kirby Anderson. Checked up by Janaea Daly, tipped over by Rachel France, and she'll get the kill. Only play she had getting her first kill of the contest was just to free it over. On the floor comes Sarah Vieira. Ball line far side, popped up by Johnston, back row, set it up for Koenig. Cross shot near line, too wide and out by Koenig, and we're tied at 9 here in the first. Back to serve again goes Chintala. She'll fly it on the front line. Popped up by Sanders. Vieira and Tilgman colliding. Vieira was the setter in the first. Tilgman is the setter here in the second. Both went for the ball. Line down the near line, fielded by Kirby Anderson, back row. Tilgman underneath it, far side set for Sanders. Her attack dug up by King, back row. Set up Chintala for Abby Kurtzer. Big swing to the back line and down and in. Lindy Johnson can't get it. Second kill of the contest for Abby Kurtzer. 11-9 Fleming. And the serve will be floated near side by Chintala. Set over the net by Brooke Tilgman. Popped up by France. Bumps up by Keisel near side. Abby Kurtzer tipped into the block of the net. Carry back over by Kirby Anderson. And it's 12-9 Fleming. It's a 6-1 run for the Fleming Lady Wildcats. Chintala punches the ball deep. Dug up by Vieira. 10-foot line set by Tilgman. Down the middle, she'll go for Sanders. Angle attack far side. Dug out by Daly. Short set Timmy Keisel off the block at the net. Kept in play, but not got back over. And a good block there by the Pawnee Lady Coyotes to end the Wildcat run. Back to serve goes Kirby Anderson. Crawls the net court and gets it to drop. That's two aces in this match that have given Pawnee the home roll.
Gotta like the home roll.
Anderson lines the serve near side. Popped up back row by King. Set it up down the middle. Big swing by Kurtzer. Too big and out. And we're square at 12. It's not much like the home court advantage the Coyotes have out in Grover, though.
No.
Serve will be hammered down the middle. Dug up back row by Taylor King. Set for Keisel on the far side. And she gets tangled up in the net on the miss set. And it's 13-12 Pawnee. They're on a 4-0 run. Anderson, short serve, dug out by King near the 10-foot line. Chintala bump up and a flat free played over by Taylor King. Checked up backside by Lindy Johnson. Set it up for Koenig. Big swing near line. Dug out by King back row. France set near post for Abby Kurtzer. Her big swing dug back out right to Abby Kurtzer and hammered down. It's her third as Bornoff and Herbert will come on. 13 all here in the first set of our third match of the day. We're actually running on time.
That's one of the biggest miracles of the day so far.
Bornoff to line the ball far side. Popped up by Lindy Johnson back row. High bump down the middle, and the attack by Sarah Vieira floated deep. Dug up by Chintala back row. Bornoff shoot set near side. Big attack. Abby Kurtzer down and in for a kill. Her fourth. This is the 7th year I've covered this district volleyball tournament. The first time we've hit match 3 at the scheduled noon start time.
Yeah.
Bornoff will put the serve into the net, so we're deadlocked at 14. Morgan Sanders will step back and serve here. Sanders, short serve, fielded by King near side. Set up Bornoff for the big swing. Abby Kurtzer hops the block at the net. The block was in the net.
Brooke Tillman.
And Fleming with the 15-14 advantage. Janaea Daly steps back to serve. Daly will float it down the far side. Popped up by Kirby Anderson. Tilgman will set it up, and a free ball played over by Kendra Koenig.
The fire ring.
Herbert was stepping toward the net to get in position for a hit. She was the closest one to the ball. 15-all. Koenig floats it down the middle. Chintala digs it. Bornoff to bump it up near side. The attack from King will get a kill. Taylor King just played the right angle on that ball for her 4th kill of the contest. And back to serve will go Abby Kurtzer. Kurtzer lines it near side, 2 wide and out. 16-all here in the first set. Brooke Tilgman back to serve for the Pawnee Lady Coyotes. Brooke will fly the ball deep. Popped up high, back row by Janaea Daly. Bornoff comes near side. King, big swing off the block of the net. Dug out by Koenig, back row. Zedek pops it up, and a free ball played deep by Lindy Johnson. Dug up backside by Chintala. Back set far side. McCall Edel down the line. Dug up by Koenig. Back set near post will come for Anderson. Her attack dug out back row by Chintala. Set over the net by Bornoff. Bump set up high by Johnson. Far side swing by Zedek. Arc deep. Dug up backside by Chintala. Bornoff comes near side. King. Big swing off the block of the net. Dug up by Zedek back row. Running bump set up by Tugman and a free ball. Be played over by Vieira. Checked up by Herbert. Set up Bornoff for Herbert. She'll free it end deep. Popped up by Koenig. Running bumps up by Tugman. An attack from Kirby Anderson. Block back. Koenig digs it out. Tugman will set down the middle. Lindy Johnson block back. Dug out by Vieira. And no lift ball on the second hit. If at first you don't succeed, block again.
Second for Zedek.
And Rachel France will step back to serve at 17-16 for Fleming. Punch down the middle, popped up by Vieira back row. Tugman to Lindy Johnston, bangs it through the block that time. The block didn't close quick enough, and a third kill for Lindy. She'll step back and serve. Lindy will take the ball at 17-all, punch it down the middle, fielded by Chintala. Backs at King into the block at the net. Ball kept up on the front row and a clear free over by Kirby Anderson. Chintala popped up. France near side. King through the block again. Dug out by Johnston back row. Set into the net by Tugman. And that'll give Fleming an 18-17 lead and hand the serve to Taylor King. King stepping back with the big top far side. Be dug up back row by Koenig. Set up for Sanders. Her attack into the block of Keisel at the net. Kept in play. Koenig will pop it up, and a flat free played over the top of the block by Johnson. Dug out by Edel back row. Set it up for Keisel. Bang back onto the Fleming side by the block. France up near side for King. She'll free it short. Checked up by Anderson on the front row. Set for Anderson on the near post. Over the block, off the dig, and the kill. Her second in the contest. 18-all as Afton Zedek steps back to serve, and a timeout taken by Fleming.
Timeouts is always brought to you by Daryl McCormick and Bob Mullender. If you heard her sick, give him a call at 970-522-2309.
Good timeout taken by the Fleming Wildcats. More of a proactive timeout than his team is doing anything horribly wrong. They did have a little miscue there, reading that ball off the block. Probably should have let it go, and you would have had a 2-point lead. And that shows the experience Derek Herbert has. He got the Horizon Award from the Colorado High School Volleyball Coaches Association a couple years ago. Yeah, something like that. I mean, he's really taken this program that 7 years ago, they were the doormat of Northeast Colorado, 7-8 years ago, and really has built them into the 6-time defending state champs, and this program continues to win junior high championships, continues to bring great talent in. And, it's just another level of reloading, not rebuilding. Zedek with the serve lined into the net. Pawnee's trying to do the same thing. You know, they have that group of girls, the Adele Casas, the Kaylee Malcolms, the Tasha Tims that really established the next level, and they're hoping this group of freshmen and sophomores can be that for them this year. 19-18, set for Kirby Anderson. The big attack, cross far side, dug out by Janaea Daly. Bump set up by France and a free ball over by Chintala. Checked up on the back row by Lindy Johnston. Set down the middle for Morgan Sanders over the top of the block. Popped up by King, back row. Set down the middle, Timmy Keisel, big attack. Dug out by Vieira, but into the net, and a 2-point lead for Fleming, 20-18. Back to serve Megan Chintala. She'll fly it short, popped up by Vieira on the back row. Set up for Koenig over the top of the block. Dug up backside by Chintala. France underneath it. She'll come for the attack from Kurtzer. Her attack dug up by Vieira. Togman will set it up and punched over by Kirby Anderson. Dug up by Janaea Daly. Back row set near side. Kurtzer with the big swing. Missed. Dug. Back row kill. Another great swing for Abby Kurtzer. 3-point lead for Fleming on her 5th. Chintala with the serve. Flied short. Popped up back row by Vieira. Down the middle. Sanders over the top of the block. Dug up by King back row. Set for a back row swing from King. She'll punch it short, and Lindy Johnston and Kirby Anderson both thought the other had it. 22-18.
Communication.
There was too much talking that time. Chintala short serve, front row, fielded by Sanders. Set far side, Koenig into the block at the net and down and in for a kill. Her third was a virtual non-factor against Weldon Valley. Kirby Anderson steps back to serve for the Pawnee Lady Coyotes. She'll arc it near side, dug out by Daly back row, and over the net goes Morgan Sanders trying to play that stuff block. So that violation will make it 23-19 Fleming and bring Bornoft and Herbert on. Bornoft lines it down the middle, popped up by Vieira back row, bumped up by Togman, and a free ball played too cute into the net by Koenig, and Fleming has set points at 24-19. Bornoft will fly the ball deep, fielded by Vieira on the back row. Togman sets far side, Koenig over the top of the block, diving dig out back row by Chintala. Bornoff far side, Daly punched over the top of the block, popped up by Vieira back row. Set down the far side for Koenig. She'll free it over in short. Bornoff pops it up, back row swing. Janaea Daly, one-arm dig out by Anderson. Johnson set far side, Koenig hammers it into the net, and then Fleming takes the first set 25-19. So Fleming Lady Wildcats win the first set against Pawnee for the first time this year. They'll try and do that in set 2 when we come back here on this big-time small-town media production.
One of the benefits of being a Premier Farm Credit borrower is having the opportunity to share in the association's profits. Since 2001, Premier has paid out over $26 million in patronage dividends. Call us if you want to be part of a local, member-owned and controlled cooperative that understands agriculture. We offer interest rates competitive in the marketplace, and our board of directors is committed to a patronage dividend program. Premier Farm Credit, the gold standard in ag lending.
Playing sports takes planning. Our day-to-day lives take planning, but we're not all prepared to plan for all aspects of our lives. That's why we have to rely on people like Joel Nelson at Nelson Financial to help us plan for our retirement. Plan and invest in your best interest without compromise. At Nelson Financial, the only certified financial planner in the area, Joel can't help you out unless you call 970-521-7800. Nelson Financial. Better to plan and not need it than need it and have not planned.
With more than 30 years in business, Pro Sports is the only place teams need to go to outfit for this season. A complete supplier of team athletic apparel, teams get their uniforms and equipment at a team discounted price. Outfit your team with Pro Sports, located in downtown Sterling, but a proud supplier to teams from all across Colorado. Pro Sports offering team discounts. Call now, 970-522-8545, and outfit your team today. Pro Sports, your team source.
The South Platte Sentinel has been serving Sterling and Logan County for more than 25 years, and they're proud to do it with accuracy, efficiency, and the most comprehensive local news, sports, and opinion you'll find anywhere. The South Platte Sentinel is available every Wednesday on your doorstep or online anytime at southplattesentinel.com. You can also check out the latest news and updates anytime on Facebook. Just visit the South Platte Sentinel Facebook page. The South Platte Sentinel, a proud supporter of Logan County.
Welcome back into the Bank Colorado Event Center. We come back here to the Event Center, and it is 1-0. The Fleming Lady Wildcats On top of the Pawnee Lady Coyotes, I'm Ben Blecka alongside Michael Murphy. Fleming now going left to right with the serve. Daly will be fielded back row by Zedek and a free ball over by Vieira. Ball checked up back row by Chintala set. 2-hit violation on Bornoff. She got missed square on that misplayed dig. No change for either team. Don't believe in their rotation because Koenig takes a serve. Koenig puts it down the middle, popped up back row by Chintala. Bornoff sets far side King over the top, missed the back line. Tried to play a moonshot into that back corner.
The Ephus ball to the back corner.
It did not get there. 2-0 Pawnee. Line serve by Koenig down the far side, popped up back row by Chintala. Back set near side Kurtzer, tips it near line. Kirby Anderson gets there but can't keep it in play long enough, and Abby Kurtzer gets her 6th. She give herself the serve. Kurtzer will line the ball down the far side, popped up back row by Koenig, set near side for Afton Zedek over the top of the block. Diving dig out by Daly, set 2-hit violation after the misplayed dig there by Sage Herbert. 3-1 Pawnee as Togman would go back to serve for the Lady Coyotes. Brooke Togman, high floater down the far side, popped up by King back row. Bornoff sets it over to King, far side, boom, off the block.
That was impressive.
She's got 6. She had 29 in the 5-setter against Caliche on Thursday.
Is that all?
Yeah. She got about half the sets for her team, and that one she was hitting so good. Serve from France down the middle, far side, big swing. Lindy Johnston will get the kill. It's 4 for Lindy, 4-2 lead for Pawnee. Lindy will take the serve. Caliche Lady Buffs, Walden Valley Lady Warriors, our matchup after this one as Lindy Johnson lines it down the near side. Popped up back row. France will set it up for King. Tipped down the line. Checked up high by Togman. Free back over by Kirby Anderson. Checked up by Chintala. Back row short set. Timmy Keisel. Big swing. Timmy gets the kill. Student section is lacking.
It is. I wanted to hear it, Timmy. No Timmy.
Got to get those football guys back here.
Got to get them.
King with the serve. Line down the far side. Popped up by Johnston back row. Set it up down the middle. Kirby Anderson off in the net court. Checked up by France. Bumped up by Keisel near side. Off the block of the net goes McCall. Edel dug out back row. Set it up near side swing. Afton Zedek over the top of the block. Popped up by Daly. France set back to Daly far side. Lefty tip inside the block. Popped up by Togman. Bumped up by Brandy Togman. And the third can't get got. So one change. Morgan Sanders is not on the floor. Freshman Brandy Togman is playing the other middle position opposite of Lindy Johnston. Taylor King with a serve at 4-all. Line down the middle. Fielded by Johnston. Back row. Kirby Anderson will set it up for a flat free over by Kendra Koenig. Dug up by Janaea Daly. Back set far for a back row swing from Taylor King. Dug up again by Lindy Johnston. Back row set down the middle and over the top of the block goes Brandy Togman. Dug out by Chintala, set it up. McCall, Edel, angle, far side. Dug out by Lindy Johnston. Bumped up high and an attack down the middle from Kirby Anderson. Checked up by Chintala, set far side. Janaea Daly, big swing, banged off the block. Lift ball on the tip over by Timmy Keisel. Pawnee maintains the edge here in the second. Afton Zedek steps back to serve. Afton will top it down the far side. Dug out back row by Taylor King. Set it up. Keisel hopping the net cord, and we get another South Park. Timmy. 5-all. Chintala. I'll line it over to the far side. Set over the net by Brooke Togman. Bumped up and a free ball back over by Taylor King. Quick check back row. Lindy Johnson, Brooke Togman, another free. Checked over by Chintala. Set for Keisel off the block of the net. Elbow dug out by Lindy Johnston. Bumped up high and a free ball played over by Sarah Vieira. Dug back onto the Pawnee side. Koenig keeps it in play. Anderson frees it down the line. Checked up by King. Back row. Back set near side. Janaea Daly angle deep. Dug up by Lindy Johnston. Brooke Togman sets far side. And Kirby Anderson crawling the net cord. Checked up on the front row by France. But nobody got to it for the second. And the Pawnee Lady Coyotes will hand the serve over to Kirby Anderson at 6-5. Anderson hammers it down the middle. Dug up back row by King. France set far side. Abby Kurtzer, big swing to the back corner, but missed the back line. So the Coyotes take a multi-point advantage. My water's at your feet. Would you grab it, please? Line far side, fielded by King back row. Kept in playing. King will free it over. Thank you. Johnson will pop it up. Set down the middle, near side. Koenig, big swing off the block. Checked up by Abby Kurtzer. France underneath it, set far side. Abby Kurtzer, she'll go down the line and in for a kill this time. It's 7 for Abby Kurtzer as Bornoft and Herbert come on.
Fleming has just, I'm so excited to see Weldon Valley and Fleming.
Yeah.
There's so many weapons on the floor.
Pawnee and Kalichi will also play, as well as Weldon Valley and Kalichi, which is still on our slate. Vieira will free the ball deep, dug up by Daly, back row. Bornoff sets it up. Abby Kurtzer tipped over the block of the net, popped up by Kirby Anderson, set near side. Koenig off the block. Dug out back row by Chintala, running bumps that up, and a back row swing will come from Kurtzer, played down the line, and actually from King down the line and in for the kill. Kurtzer has moved on to the front row. So 7-7. That's obviously an offensive lineman that just picked that ball up. He could not even throw it to the player on the floor. Bornoft will line in near side. Popped up back row by Lindy Johnston. Brooke Togman sets it up. Koenig with a big attack. Dug out by King back row. Bornoft chases it down and a back line free over from Chintala. Checked up in the front row by Togman. Vieira trying to set it up and gets tagged with a 2-hit violation.
That Wildcat has not stopped all day. Energizer Bunny type.
Brought to you by 5 Hour Energy.
Exactly.
Line down the far side, set up, and a free ball be played over by Brandy Tugman. Checked up by Bornoft on the front row. Herbert will set back near side. Daly punch down the line. Popped up by Anderson. Vieira will set it up near the corner for Koenig. Tipped over and free back over. Back to Koenig on the near post. She'll free it back, angle far side. Dug out by Abby Kurtzer. Bornoft sets far side. Kurtzer big swing through the block and down. Almost need a Wildcat cam. 8 kills for Abby Kurtzer. As Bornoft will step back with a serve, now up 9-7. Line down the middle, short set near side. Koenig, big swing, dug out by Janaea Daly, back row. Bornoff sets far side. Abby Kurtzer off speeds, kill, and a 5-0 run for the Fleming Lady Wildcats on Abby Kurtzer's 9th kill. Makes it 10-7 Fleming here in the second. Bornoft mishits the ball into the net. Winner goes to 2-0 and guaranteed advancement out of this district. Line serve by Brandy Tugman, fielded far side by Chintala. Actually, not winner goes to 2-0. If Fleming wins, they go to 2-0.
Right.
Pawnee wins, they're 1-1. Far side swing, Lindy Johnston will be missed, dug back row. She'll get the kill and keep the serve on the Coyote side. Brandy Tugman's serve and a rotation violation on the Fleming side. Yeah, Herbert was inside of Abby Kurtzer. 10-10. Served in line into the net by Brandy Tugman for the Pawnee Lady Coyotes. So Janaea Daly will step back and take the serve. Daly will line it down the middle, miss Doug, and get an ace. The Fleming Lady Wildcats back up 12-10. Line down the middle, popped up back row by Afton Zedek. Set for the swing from Lindy Johnson off the block. Ball dug up back row. Set far side, and the swing for Chintala over the top of the block. Popped up by Anderson. Running bump set up by Togman, and the attack played into the net by Sarah Vieira. And it's 13-10. Janaea Daly flies the serve far side, popped up by Vieira. Free ball over by Koenig. Checked up in the front row by Herbert. Bornoff to back set near side. The attack. Abby Kurtzer through the block, down and in for a kill. That's 10.
Double digits in the second set.
Timeout taken by the Pawnee Lady Coyotes at 14-10.
The boys from Aflac.
Yes, they are.
Just want to let you know that You don't have to sit home and take it if you're hurt or sick. Get a hold of Daryl McCormick or Bob Mullender at 970-522-2309.
And do it before you get hurt or sick, because if you do it after,
it's
not
too
going to
late.
Do you much good.
It's too late. I'm just saying.
The Wildcat getting some camera time on
We need
Colorado
some
Press
camera
TV?
time. Well, I mean, I don't know who that is down there. I'm telling you it's a she and not a he. There she goes.
This is the fun of high school sport.
There you go.
You get to see 4 top 8 teams play against one another all day long and watch a
wild Wildcat.
Yeah. Janaea Daly with the serve at 14-10 out of the Pawnee timeout. Fielded by Zedek back row. Set it up for Lindy Johnson over the top of the block of the net. Ball popped up high and a free ball be played over by King. Nice aggressive free checked up by Vieira. Running bumps up by Togman down the middle. Lindy Johnson. Her attack dug up by Janaea Daly. Kept up by Bornoff. Tiptoes out of the net. The attack deep from Abby Kurtzer. Bumped up high and a flat free will be played over by Sarah Vieira. Checked up by Chintala. Set far post. Taylor King. Big swing through the block. Dug out by Koenig. Bumped up, and then an attack down the middle from Lindy Johnson. Dug out back row by Chintala. Back set near side. Abby Kurtzer pushes it down the line. Checked up high by Kirby Anderson. Down the middle, Lindy Johnson. Big swing off the block. Gets the kill. It's her 6th. Cuts the lead down to 3. Coyotes use a timeout and win the ensuing point. That's what you want out of a timeout. Now let's see if they can find a run. Koenig will top the serve near side, fielded by Daly back row. Short set for Herbert. Herbert through the block. Lindy Johnson, after the dig over, will hammer it down and in for her second straight kill, 7. Back to serve will go Kendra Koenig once again. She'll top it far side, fielded by King. One-handed set up by Bornoff. Got tagged with the lift, and within 1.
A 3-point run out of that timeout.
That's what you want. See if the Coyotes can keep it going, trying to even this at a set apiece. Koenig. Short top, near side, rotation violation for Fleming.
I can't believe you're seeing that in the... It's this time of the year.
It's mere inches is what it is for Fleming right now. Line serve near side, fielded by Daly back row. Set up for King. King will push it down the line and in for a kill. So King, who was the one out of rotation to get the violation, gets the kill to get the serve back. 15-14 Fleming. 8 kills for Taylor. Abby Kurtzer will step back and serve. Kurtzer hammers it far side. Misplay back row. Koenig and Vieira both there. The alternate color jersey's the captain on the back row. You've got to be aggressive enough as the libero to say mine. Sound like a seagull from Finding Nemo. Far side swing off the block at the net goes Lindy Johnston. Abby Kurtzer digs it out. Tipped over the top and down and in for a kill for Taylor King. 17-14 Fleming. And the serve will come from Abby Kurtzer once again. Popped up by Kirby Anderson. Set 2-hit violation on Togman. Makes it 18-14.
And now a 3-point run by Fleming.
Kurtzer. Line down the far side. Popped up by Vieira. Set it up. And the big attack from Lindy Johnston banged off and out to end the run. Togman will step back with the serve for the Coyotes. Flies it short. Popped up by Janaea Daly. Bornoff, 2-hit violation. The digs for Fleming are just off in the last 15, 20 points. Lead cut down to 2. Serve, line deep from Togman. Popped up backside by Janaea Daly. Set onto the far post. Taylor King, big cross shot down and in for a kill.
Wow.
It's 9 for Taylor King. Trailing only Abby Kurtzer. On to serve comes Rachel France for the Fleming Lady Wildcats.
My fault.
10. So she's in double digits as well. Ball line down the far side. Popped up by Koenig. Set it up for Lindy Johnson. She hops the net cord and down. She's awful close to double digits.
9.
She'll give herself the serve. Lindy will take the ball, fly it near side, fielded by King. Back row, set it up for King. Banged off the block and a kill. That's 11.
She's got confidence going now.
Yeah. Fleming has their swagger. I've not seen this team with the swagger they've had for the last 6 years until here today. Ball line far side, misplayed by Zedek, chased down by Lindy Johnson, and Kirby Anderson not going to be able to get it over on a third. 21-17 go the Fleming Wildcats.
Blackjack.
King lines the ball, crawls the net cord, popped up by Tilgman. Nice dig up, and the attack deep by Anderson. Set down the middle, Keisel, big swing, and it was tipped by Kendra Koenig. So that'll be a kill for Timmy Keisel because Koenig could not get out of the way of that ball. 5 for Timmy. King lines the ball far side, popped up by Zedek. Back row swing by Zedek off the block of Keisel at the net. Kept up back far side. Janaea Daly punched down the line. Dug up by Lindy Johnson. Back row near side set for Zedek over the top of the block. Popped up by Janaea Daly, and down the middle over the top of the block will go McCall Edel. Ball dug out back row, set far side. Big swing cross near side. Kirby Anderson 2 wide now. 23-17, 2 away from taking the second is Fleming. Fleming had lost the first set against Pawnee both the previous matches out in Grover. They were down 2-0 before coming back and winning. Morgan Sanders will check back in here in the second. First action for her, replacing Brandy Tilgman. King punches the ball deep, dug out high, off the light structure again, and Zedek will free it over. Popped up at the 10-foot line by Chintala. Keisel, big swing off the block of Sanders. She gets her 6th kill and game points at 24-17. Timmy. And back will go King with the serve. Line 2 wide and out. It kind of sounded like Darth Timmy there. It is Halloween.
It is.
Make up our own costumes.
Got to do it.
Back to serve will go Afton Zedek for Pawnee. Zedek lines it into the net, and set 2 goes the way of the Fleming Wildcats as well. 25-18 after taking the first, 25-19. Back in 2 minutes with the third 1A District 4 volleyball tournament on this big-time small-town media production.
For certified windshield repair and replacement, you already know to call Smart Parts in Sterling. But what about grill guards, running boards, and other truck accessories, such as BW hitches and 3M clear protective coating for any vehicle? Smart Parts has what you're looking for. Ask about the Vortex system, used for sprayed-on truck liners to protect your truck bed from wear and tear while enhancing the beauty of your truck. For these and other services, see Smart Parts at 530 6th Avenue in Sterling or call 522-5399.
Paoli Farmers Co-op Elevator congratulates all area teams on their great season and accomplishments. Paoli Farmers Co-op Elevator is your premier marketing partner when you need assistance in marketing your agricultural products. Visit them on the web at paolifarmerscoop.com, or for more information, give Paoli Farmers Co-op a call at 774-7234 for marketing assistance.
Your complete source for Northeast Colorado real estate is the brand new Vandenberg Realty, LLC. With more than a decade of experience in real estate in Northeast Colorado, Sam Vandenberg at Vandenberg Realty wants to help you find the right house that is for you. Or if you're selling, she wants to help make the selling process as simple and profitable for you as possible. Assisting all customers in Northeast Colorado, contact Sam at Vandenberg Realty by calling 970-526-6851. Vandenberg Realty, helping build the Northeast Colorado community.
Wernsman Homes and Construction LLC is an authorized WordCraft builder. Wernsman Homes is a general contractor and can handle your building needs from an ICF foundation, remodel, or a brand new home. Contact Jerry or Cindy Wernsman at 970-265-4895 and let Wernsman Home do the building for you. Visit their website at www.wernsmanhomes.com and let Wernsman Homes be your contractor, now and in the future. 970-265-4895.
And welcome back into the Bank of Colorado Events Center. We head to the third. The Fleming Lady Wildcats up 2-0 on the Pawnee Lady Coyotes, 25-19, 25-18. They win their 2-0 guarantee advancement out of this district tournament.
Well, they're playing well. Like I said, I can't wait to see them at this level against the Weldon Valley Warriors in that last match.
Weldon Valley takes the court against Caliche next. That was a fabulous regular season matchup. That was almost 2 months ago. Set near side for Fleming after the receive and the tip. Did it go off the block? Yes, it did. So Abby Kurtzer gets the kill and the 1-0 lead for Fleming here in the third. Janaea Daly will step back with a serve for the catch. She'll put it short, misplayed, ace.
Her second ace of the match.
She had 6 in a match on Thursday. She'll fly a far side, popped up by by Anderson back row. Johnston down the line, found the block, got the kill. Lindy's in double digits now.
Fleming has 2 in double digits now, King and Abby Kurtzer.
Kendra Koenig with the serve down 2-1. She'll knock it down the middle. Popped up by Chintala. Shoots that near post. Taylor King with a big swing. Dug out by Koenig. And then Kirby Anderson trying to chase it down near her bench. Could not keep it in play. 3-1 Fleming lead. Back to serve goes Abby Kurtzer. Short fielded on the front row by Lindy Johnston. Wrap around near side. Lindy Johnston with the attack. Popped up, born off, set far side. McCall cross shot, dug out by Koenig back row. Vieira bumps it up down the middle over the top. The block goes Lindy Johnston. Ring bumps that up, born off down the middle. Sage Herbert floats it over the top. Popped up by Vieira back row. Tilgman setting it into the block at the net. King sets it over Lindy Johnson with the swing. Elbow dug back over by Abby Kurtzer. Set up for Johnson again. She's too big and out. Does not get the tip. And the Fleming Lady Wildcats, great defense, keeps them in control. 4-1, Abby Kurtzer with the serve. Line far side, popped up by Vieira. Back row, set it up. Lindy Johnson, she'll crawl the net cord down the line and in for a kill. It's her 11th.
Such entertainment.
I think the Wildcats getting tired.
You think so?
Short serve near side, popped up back row by Janaea Daly. Set it up in the tip by Sage Herbert at the net. Blocked by Lindy Johnson. The dig hammer back down by Lindy. Popped up King will set up Chintala. Her attack under the net. And the lead cut down to 1-4-3. Back to serve. Goes Brooke Tilgman. Dug out, Bornoff sets near side King. Ping! Off the block. Gets the kill. She's got 12. I was going to say 21. I don't think I missed that many kills.
She's good. She's really good.
I was going to say, I know I check out sometimes when I'm broadcasting, but I don't think I missed that many kills. France with the serve. We'll line it down the middle. Popped up by Koenig, back row. Running bump set up, and the attack from Lindy Johnson will be line deep. Dug out by Chintala, back row. France set down the middle. Timmy Keisel over the far side. Down and in for a kill. There we go. The football players are back. 7 kills for Keisel. And the short serve by France popped up on the front row by Lindy Johnson. Set it up Kirby Anderson off speed, far side. Dug out by France. Bumped up, and Keisel will turn and hammer it deep. Dug up by Vieira, back row. Running bump up. Down the middle, Lindy Johnson. Big swing blocked at the net by King. Kept up, and Johnston will be blocked at the net by Keisel. She'll pop it up high, around in the rafters. Set far side. Anderson down the line, dug out by Chintala. Set near side King, big swing, hops the net cord, dug out by Koenig, back row, chased down by Vieira, and a flat free, played deep by Anderson. Dug out by Chintala, back row, shorted up for Koenig, or for Keisel, pardon me, and it's tipped on the back row. And that's 8 now for Keisel.
Walk like an Egyptian, Wildcat.
France with the serve at 7-3. Popped up by Vieira far side. Bumped up in the attack for Anderson near side. Dug out, chased down, but not played in the stands. Good attack by the Pawnee Lady Coyotes. And it's 7-4.
4 for Anderson. That'll send Lindsey Johnson back to serve.
Lindy will line it down the middle. Popped up back row by King. Set up for King, and she'll flat free it deep. Dug up by Johnston backside. Set down the middle. Big swing. Banged off the block of the net by Sanders. Togman will go back far side. Anderson banged off the block again. Kept up by Zedek. Set back to Zedek. Flat free over the block. Dug out back row by France. Edel will take the set. Near side King. Big swing. Hops the net cord. Popped up on the front row by Zedek. Bumped up by Koenig, and a flat free played over by Lindy Johnson. Dug up back row by Janaea Daly. Set near side King. Big swing. Far line in for a kill. It's now 13 in the contest. And a 7-5 lead for Fleming as Taylor King gives herself the serve. King lines it near side, fielded by Anderson back row. Set for Anderson on the post over the top of the block. King will check it out back row. France set. Keisel. Timme in for the kill. 9-4 lead for the Fleming Lady Wildcats. That's 9 kills for Timmy Keisel.
They almost have 3 in double figures.
In a sweep.
In a sweep, yeah.
If this score upholds, as you get an ace out of Taylor King, we're in this third set, and if Fleming keeps playing like this, they could have 3 players in double figures in kills in a sweep.
In a sweep. That's just almost unheard of.
Fabulous. King, short serve, clips the net court, popped up by Sanders, far side, set up for Sanders on the far line. She'll free it short, popped up by Chintala back row. Set, far post for Edel, banged off the block at the net and out. McCall Edel gets the kill and make it 10-4, and a timeout taken by Pawnee. If this score is to uphold, for Pawnee Lady Coyote fans, you have one way to get out of the district, and that is beat Caliche. There's no other way that you could get out of the district, because even if Caliche were to spring the upset on Weldon Valley and you were to lose to Caliche, you'd still be 0-3.
Right.
You can't get out of this district at 0-3.
No.
So you need to win that match against Caliche if this score continues to uphold.
But I tell you, I'm just really impressed. The Fleming Wildcats playing some impressive volleyball today. Coach Herbert over there just rallying the troops. He's total positive over there, clapping his hands and just rallying the troops. They come back on the floor with so much confidence right now.
Yeah. I mean, they're hitting well. I'll be interested to see when I get the stat sheet from Coach Herbert about their total hitting percentage in this tournament. I've not seen a team hit the way Fleming has through 5 and part of a 6th set like they are today. Taylor King back to serve at 11-4 out of the timeout. Clips the net cord on the serve. Fielded by Anderson back row. Set it up for Zedek. Punched over the top of the block. King dives it out. Popped out near side. Janaea Daly off the block. Popped up by Sanders on the front row. Koenig set far side. Kirby Anderson line near side. Popped up by King. Short set near side. The attack. Janaea Daly over the top of the block. Popped up by Tillman. Back to Daly. Punched down. Dug out by Lindy Johnson. King checks it up. France down the middle. Keisel with a big swing. Dug out back row by Lindy Johnson. Set it up for Sanders. She bangs it into the net. The longer a point goes, the more likely it is to end on an error. Sub in as Brandy Togman will replace Morgan Sanders on the floor. King with the serve, line near side, popped up back row. Running bump set up, and the attack floated over the top of the block. Dug out back row by King. France set far side. Edo cross shot. Dug out by Lindy Johnston back row. Set near side. Afton Zedek bangs it into the net. And 13-4, almost a double-digit lead for the Fleming Lady Wildcats, trying to complete their second sweep of the day.
And this isn't against an unranked team.
This is against the 8th-ranked team in the Max Preps Freeman rankings, the Pawnee Lady Coyotes. Anderson back with the serve, line down the middle. Fielded by Chintala back row. France sets it up. Keisel big swing, banged off the block, and she gets her 10th kill of the contest. 3 Wildcats.
3 of them.
In double figures in kills in 87 plus 19 is 106 points. Line serve near side, popped up by Chintala back row, bumped up high, and a free ball be played over by Brandy Togman right into the radar zone of Abby Kurtzer. She's too wide and out. Abby Kurtzer has 12 kills.
Kurtzer has 11, King has 13, and Keisel has 10.
In 106 points. Emily Ellis going to come on and serve for Afton Zedek. Now it's 107, but you play 106 points and you get 30-plus kills between 3 players.
That's pretty
special.
Amazing.
Emily Ellis with the serve. Line down the middle, too big and out, but a rotation violation signaled.
Yeah.
Either way, it's a Fleming point because the serve was too long.
The thing is we don't give her a service error if it's a rotation violation.
Lindy Johnston and Kirby Anderson were switched, I think, on the back row.
I think they're getting a lineup check right now.
Lindy Johnston, one of the seniors, called a
R2 down there, giving them the advice they need.
They're good now.
Now we're going to have R1 and R2 trying to decide where they're going for dinner tonight. Oh, maybe not. Maybe they're talking about the rotation.
I mean, really, it's a moot point because the serve went long. You don't get to replay. Well, you do get to replay it. Yes, you do. That was the question because the rotation was fine.
The rotation was fine. If the point was already out, do you rotate?
They blew the whistle on the rotation violation.
Which causes the ball to be dead and replays it.
Right, which negates the serve. So this is like a lane violation on a free throw.
Exactly. We'll replay this.
So they get the subs back in. Fleming does not lose the 2 substitutions they had there, getting Bornoft and Herbert on. They exit because they rotated after they thought they'd already won the point. And Emily Ellis will get to try it once again on the serve.
And now we got a lineup check just to make sure on the Fleming side.
Yeah, because they brought 2 players back in, France and Keisel, who just exited. Smart
R2
play.
is ready.
Emily Ellis with the serve at 14-6. Line fielded by King, back row, set it up for Kurtzer. Big swing off the block, the net, checked up by Lindy Johnston. Set down the middle, Brandy Tugman off the block, dug out by France Keisel with the bump up and a 10-foot line swing by Janaea Daly. Dug out by Kirby Anderson, set up Lindy Johnston far side, and a free ball over by Koenig. Checked up by Daly, short set down the middle, Keisel, big swing, Timmy, her 11th of the contest. And the end result after all of that?
Same thing.
Same thing. It was a Fleming point.
Same thing.
15-6 in favor of the Wildcats. 10 away from pulling off a sweep, guaranteeing advancement to the regional round. Bornoff to line the ball deep. Misplayed back row by Kirby Anderson and an ace for Caitlin Bornoff. And we'll talk about this a little more as the day goes along, almost guaranteeing yourself a berth in the state considering how high your Freeman ranking is, even if you don't win your regional next weekend.
Exactly.
Short serve near side, free back over, popped up by King. Bornoff will set it up far side. Janaea Daly punches it, dug out, not cleanly. That'll be a kill for the junior. 17-6
okay,
in favor of the Wildcats.
can you believe this? That's only her first kill. And we got three with double digits. She gets 1.
Debbie Kurtzer going to come on for the Fleming Lady Wildcats.
There's only so much to divvy out, and so she got her 1.
Yeah, you've only played 110 or whatever points. Sophomore Debbie Kurtzer on to replace Janaea Daly as the line serve from Bornoff far side. Popped up by Lindy Johnson, set it up down the middle. Morgan Sanders over the top of the block and down and in. That's her first of the contest. She's going to be, along with Lindy Johnson, the feature of this program's basketball season. They're the defending basketball state champs. Remember that.
We always have a lot of state champs in the northeast corner.
Vieira will line it far side, popped up back row by Debbie Kurtzer. The attack in the net by Abby Kurtzer and the 4-hit violation. Vieira. Short serve, far side, fielded by Kurtzer. Right to Abby Kurtzer. Her attack dug out by Vieira. Set down the middle. Lindy Johnston finds the far line and in for the kill. 17-9. Vieira will play the serve short far side. Tangled up go Debbie Kurtzer and Megan Chintala, and it's 17-10. Line serve down the middle, popped up by King back row, set it up for Abby Kurtzer. Abby tips it near line, too wide and out. Fleming's defensive miscues here are causing their offensive miscues, not because of poor digs, although that is part of the factor. They're having to rotate players to different positions, and it's causing their offense not to run cleanly. An ace for Sarah Vieira and a timeout quickly by Derek Herbert. cuts the lead down to 5, 17-12. When you have to have players starting further back from the net than what they're accustomed to, it really changes your offense quite a bit. And this is the most disheveled Fleming has looked today.
It is, and part of that is you get up 2 sets to none and you're up by 6 or 7 or 8 double digits in the third. You just have that little lack of focus, the little letdown. It's like, we got this, and you take the edge off of it. When you take the pedal away from the metal, you just start having those mental errors. It's like, oh, now we got to turn it back up, and they just haven't turned it up yet, and that's why the timeout.
Yeah,
it's like, okay, focus, guys.
Yeah,
you got to focus.
You work it here. You want to finish this in a sweep. You want to get yourself too low and guarantee advancement out. Sarah Vieira with the serve, down 17-12. Floated short, popped up back row by Taylor King. Bornoff will set it up. Debbie Kurtzer banged off the block of the net. Popped up high by Anderson down the middle. Will go Lindy Johnston, elbowed out by Taylor King, set over by Bornoff. Popped up, Vieira will set at the net. Lindy Johnston bangs it off the block at the net and gets the kill. Run continues. Janaea Daly going to check back in for Debbie Kurtzer here.
That's 13 for Johnston.
4th player in the match in double figures, and this is just the 3rd set. Sarah Vieira clips the net cord, chicken winged out by Chintala right into the radar zone of Lindy Johnston. She has the most kills of anybody in this match at 14. I think she's a safe bet to be on our all-tournament team.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say so.
You'll be able to see that Monday on ihigh.com/KNNG. Diving dig out far side by Bornoff. Back set near side, Lindy Johnston. She did not hit the block at the net, I don't think. The officials say she did, and Koenig will free it over in short. Dug back over and down by Taylor King. She flied that one over and able to get it to go down to end the Pawnee run. Janaea Daly will step back with the serve for the Fleming Lady Wildcats. Janaea puts it far side, fielded by Vieira. Back row for Pawnee, and Sarah will get the free down the line and in for the kill from the libero. Lead back down to 3, 18-15 here in the third. Kendra Koenig back to serve for the Lady Coyotes. Short serve down the middle, popped up back row, far side set. Abby Kurtzer cross shot, too wide now.
Abby was on such a roll and now has had 3 hitting errors in her last 4 attempts.
Short serve down the near side, popped up back row by Chintala, bumped up Taylor King, big swing, dug out by Koenig back row. Vieira will set far side, Kirby Anderson hammers it into the net. And the Fleming Lady Wildcats will hand the serve to Abby Kurtzer as McCall Edel comes in on the front row. Kurtzer knocks it deep, popped up by Koenig back row, chased down by Vieira, and a free ball come over from Anderson. Checked up back row by Abby Kurtzer, set near side, big swing, King. It was going out, and Sarah Vieira reached, and it tipped her, and Taylor King gets another kill. That's 15.
That's a few and a sweep.
Yeah. Line serve far side, dug back over by Vieira, 2 wide and out. 4 points away from pulling off the sweep are the Fleming Wildcats.
An ace for 21, blackjack.
It's the second time that's happened today. Lindy Johnston fields the ball in the front row and a free over by Vieira. Bornoff will set near side, King, big swing, dug out back row by Vieira, bumped up high. Lindy Johnston, big swing, missed the line far side. (22-16). And the short serve from Abby Kurtzer will be fielded by Kendra Koenig. Set near side, the attack. Lindy Johnson with the attack. Popped up back row, bumped up high. Near side swing over the top by King. And in the net with the Pawnee block, 23-16. Pawnee made it closer here in this third, but Fleming finding a way to try and close it out. Far side, popped up, set for Lindy Johnson. She pokes it in the antenna and match point, 24-16. 1 point away from guaranteeing advancement out of districts for the 7th year in a row. Line serve down the near side, popped up back row by King, set it up for Lindy Johnson over the top of the block, popped up by King on the front row. Back set far side, tip near side bumped up high. Koenig will set it up down the middle, and Lindy Johnston into the net. And a 25-16 third leads to a sweep for the Fleming Lady Wildcats, and they are guaranteed to move out of this district tournament. Pawnee now must beat Caliche in our 3 o'clock match to have a chance to keep their season alive. 25-19, 25-18, 25-16. The most impressive stat, Michael. 3 players for Fleming in a sweep in double figures in kills.
Yeah, it's blowing my mind.
It was an absolutely great performance for Fleming. They'll try and keep locked in. Weldon Valley and Caliche coming up in about 12 minutes here on this big-time small-town media production.
Paul and Luann of West Pawnee Ranch Bed and Breakfast congratulate the Pawnee Coyotes on a great season and wish them best of luck in the postseason. West Pawnee Ranch Bed and Breakfast is a working ranch located in northeast Colorado, 20 miles west of Grover. Create your own adventure at West Pawnee Ranch Bed and Breakfast. Bring your horse and ride across the plains, visit the Pawnee Buttes, or enjoy the Pawnee National Grasslands, where 250 different species of birds are located. Call the West Pawnee Ranch Bed and Breakfast at 970-895-2482 or visit westpawneeranch.com.
Here's a simple math problem. What's 1 plus 1? 2, you say? Not at Bank of Colorado. Here, 1 plus 1 add up to free, because our